Hi beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day. And today I look like a naked mole rat and that's okay. You know, I always feel weird without eye makeup on. But today we're going to be doing the Roaring Hearts collection review from Colourpop. Colourpop releases 100 things. You may have missed this one. It kind of flew by in between two different releases. There's already another release after this, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer collection. But I thought this one was just so pretty. It was just so pretty. It's beautiful. It's like a 1920s inspired kind of Gatsby kind of thing. Roaring Hearts collection. It's a lot of neutrals and stuff, and I have a whole bunch of things from this collection to test out for you today. And this is also my second time filming this video, so hopefully, you know, everything goes right this time. So I have two of the French Kiss liquid lipsticks from this collection in shades Café de Paris and Speak Easy. Again, more towards that kind of era. We also have two of the Super Shocks, which both came broken, and one has stained my carpet. The black one has stained my carpet. I need to shampoo my carpet. I will insert swatches on the screen of what both of these look like. I have shades Golden Age and Gin Ricky. I'm not live swatching because, again, messy. I have two of the liners from this collection, which is super cool because usually they come out with the gel pencil liners. They have liquid liners. These are the graphics ink liners. I have these shades Loveful and Had to Be You. So one is a black, one is a gold, I think. I forgot. So here is the swatch of the black one. This one is Loveful, which also Loveful is a fantastic song. Like one of the best of all time, I'd say. And the black is extremely, I don't know if you can tell from just the reflection how wet it is. It's extremely wet. This one Had to Be You. I'll go ahead and give a swatch of, since I probably won't use both in today's look. I don't know, I might. This, yeah, is a gold, which is definitely more see-through. You just do like a, doesn't pick up very much liner. So here is, I swirled it all over my hand over here. You can't even see. I'm gonna dip back in, see if I can get more off of this thing to swatch for you, but it's very see-through. Yeah, it's very see-through, very light goldy. For me, I don't think I'd use this as an eyeliner because it's not going to show up. Like, just from this swatch alone, it's not going to show up. I'd probably use it as a little bit of a sparkle, a little golden moment under my lower lash line. So, not impressed with this one. The black one's very wet and pigmented though. So, and we also have a loose highlighter. There's two of the collection. One's more of a peachy pinky color. Then we have the white one, which is called In the Groove. I'm not personally a big fan of loose highlighters, but I wanted to try this one. And also the only thing I use, since I did say this is my second time filming this video, the only thing I used in that first one is the palette. So I haven't tested any of this stuff out yet. And for the palette, it is the Roaring Hearts namesake of the collection palette. The packaging on this is absolutely gorgeous. It's so beautiful. And then the inside is a beautiful neutral palette, which, yes, a lot of us have these shades in our collection. I just think it's so beautifully composed. The little stars and the packaging. I thought it was super cute. So that's what I have to test out for you today. We'll test eyeliner out. We'll test loose highlighter out. We'll test the French Kiss liquid, is it Luxe Lips? Lip lacquers. I don't know if lip lacquers dry down. Probably not. And the palette. So let's get started with the highlighter so I can get a little bit of highlight on these cheeks and then we'll do the palette. So this is the Colourpop loose highlighter in the Groove. It's like a pretty icy white with a pink hue to it. And again, I'm not into loose highlighters. I think they're messy, but I wanted to try this one. It has a seal in here, but the seal is broken. So I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to take the highlighter off of here. That is a lot of highlighter. I'm going to tap a little bit back in the container. Let's just see how it looks. Like, is it glittery? Is it shimmery? Is it metallic-y? Go ahead and tell. It's like it's there. We can see it on the tops of my cheekbones, but it's not overwhelming. I do see sparkles. There's a glitter in it. It's a fine glitter, and it's not like a big chunky, which is fine with me. I don't know. I'm not like overly impressed with it, so I'm gonna go back in with a bunch on the highlighter brush. Do the other side now. This is not a very exciting video. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's okay. This was what I was hoping would be like beautiful and blinding, be worth using a messy, like loose highlighter and stuff. It's kind of just like a subtle moment, and that's not really me, you know? So the In the Groove loose highlighter, if you're there for a subtle moment with a little bit of fine glitter in it, maybe you'd like it. For me, I want something a little more bold, but it's not bad looking. Like, I would still wear it. I think it's cute. If I was like doing errands and stuff, this is the highlighter I'd wear, so I don't like draw a bunch of attention to myself. you know? Anyways, and also that noise was me tapping up my highlighter brush. Let's move on to the palette. I'm going to do a simple everyday kind of neutral look, but I'm also going to use the white shimmer in this palette to make it like pop in the center. I use that white palette. We'll see if that actually sticks, you know? So I'm going to prep my eyes now and then we'll get started. Okay, so my eyelids are primed currently, and I'm going to go ahead into the Foxtrot shade mixed with Lost Gems. So I'm going to go into this shade mixed with this one. Missed that. Tap off my excess. I'm going to put this all over the crease. We're just going to do a simple halo eye today. So this is just going to go everywhere, just really blurred out. Now to deepen up the outer and inner portion of my crease, I'm going to go into that Sax right here, just to add a little bit of warmth. A lot of the shades in this palette, because it's very neutral, remind me a lot of the shades from the Life's a Drag palette, like, you know, because half it's neutral, half that's color. Like this shade reminds me a lot of Mug, so does this one, and like a couple of these shades remind me of just that palette, which, you know, I'm not saying it's even inspired by it, it's totally just a coincidence probably. That's just what these shades made me think of, and I think that's why I'm attracted to them, because I really like the Life's a Drag palette shades. Like this one reminds me of one of them too. So I think maybe that's why I enjoy the composition of this neutral palette more so than others, especially since there's not like random pinks and stuff in here. So yeah, I'm just adding this to the crease, focusing some on the lid, and connecting over the middle. Now for just a little bit more depth, I'm going to add into this with the Lindy Hop shade, which is this one right here. And just a little baby boop into the black, which is called Grand Dam. Tap off my excess. And just adding this to the lid. Not really going to connect it in the middle as much. Just going to put it right here. And since this is a halo, I mean, I could connect it in the center. I just don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like the center is going to have that highlight that I want. So I don't really have to do that. So I'm going to use my pinky now. I know it looked like a mess. It's going to come together. I'm going to use my pinky now into the darkest shimmer in the palette, which is called Phonograph, which is this one. I'm going to put it in the outer and inner lid area. I'm going to leave the center blank. And then for the center of the lid, I'm going to tap on the Fancy That white shimmery shade. We'll see if it's pigmented, like, you know. Because some of the shades are like topper shades that are see-through. This one does appear to be kind of see-through. We'll just see how it highlights in the center. Ooh, I don't think it's going to do enough. It doesn't really, it's not fully opaque. So it kind of, you can still see the shade up underneath it. So I'm going to go over it with Nightlife, this golden shade, and put that in the center. Oh yeah, that one's definitely more pigmented. So we're switching out the white in the center for the gold. And I must say, the gold is much more pigmented. I think because so many of these shades in the palette are kind of similar, we don't really get the halo effect that I wanted with this look, and everything looks real rough right now. So what I'm going to do is no extra product. I'll wipe this brush off. I'm just going to blend the whole eye look together. Just going to avoid the center though, because I don't like the center of the lid. Don't touch that. So we still have that highlight going on. But I'm going to blur it all together. I definitely think adding the black maybe made this a little bit muddier than it needed to be. And now for the lower lash line, since I'm okay with this, it looks a little rough. But you know, for the lower lash line, I'm just going to go into Pour Another, which is this one right here, this matte we haven't used yet. Just kind of a lighter shade, and I'm just going to dust it under the lower lash line. It's a little more orange. Okay, now that the eyeshadow's done, this is what it's looking like. It'll look better with lashes on. It looks kind of a mess, I'm not going to front, but I'm not redoing this video a third time. So I'm going to take this yellow liner, the Graphics ink liner, and just add a little bit of highlight right here. So there's none, there's width. It just adds a little bit of vibrancy. Definitely not the most pigmented eyeliner in the world though. But it's cute. And then I'm going to try the black one. So the Had to Be You was this golden one that is very wet. I can feel it under my eyes. It's very wet for being how see-through it is. So I'm scared this is going to make a mess. This is the shade Loveful, like the beautiful song, you know. I'm a little bit scared of this because it is so wet. It's so wet. I'm just going to do a baby wing liner. I can't do a big wing with something super wet because because of my eyelid. Ooh, my eyelid hoods down all the way. If I want to do a big wing, I have to make it like an angled thing. I can't do that with something this wet. but it looks nice. It's very black. Alright, so I'm gonna go pop on some mascara lashes. I'll be right back and then we'll try the lip products. Alright guys, so this is the finished eye look. It all came together in the end. It was looking kind of like a mess there for a second, but the eyeliner itself, even though it's very wet and scary, came out beautiful. Like, it's a very black eyeliner. It works really well. I had no like bleeding into other lines, which is what I was worried about with the wetness. So whereas I wouldn't be confident doing it with like an angled liner thing, but just for a simple small wing, it worked out really well. Now let's do the French Kiss lip lacquers. We have Café de Paris, which is a darker brown with some red hue to it, and they also have Speakeasy, which looks more like a brown. Online it looked a little more cool tone, so we'll see. I'm gonna test out Speakeasy first, so in case the other one stains, it's a lip lacquer, and I don't know if I've ever worn a lip lacquer. I don't want to take the chance of using the dark one and it staining, and then the other one's not gonna look right, so let's just put this on. It's thick. It smells good, but it's thick and it's shiny. So chances are I'm not gonna like either one of these. So we'll test it out anyways. Okay, I don't like it. No, and I'm not trying on the other one because it's not for me. Like, if you like a lip gloss that's not super sticky, I feel like this is good because it's thicker. It's not sticky, but it's shiny and it's not opaque. Like, I can see the edges of the lip lacquer and stuff, and it's just let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you like lip lacquers. I don't like this. I'm gonna put on a regular lipstick and then we'll talk about the collection. Okay, so this is my finished look. Man, though, I look so good with black hair, and then with blonde hair, I look like a different person. So because I don't want y'all to think I'm skipping out on you or anything, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the lip lacquer that I didn't try on because it looked like a beautiful dark brown, but when I swatch it, it looks like a berry tone because there's the color in the tube. On the swatch, it's so much more red and berry toned, but this is the French Kiss lip lacquer from Colourpop. So let's talk about the collection overall. The highlighter, it's okay. If you like something more subtle, I know not everybody wants to go psh, blazing to the walls, blazing donut to the wall, whatever. It's okay. Very subtle. I would like something a little more impactful for myself, but it is a pretty color, and they have two different colors. So the pinkier one from the collection maybe would be like a good in between the blush and highlight kind of moment for people if you have the extra time to do that in your routine. The Super Shocks, they came broken, they're very messy, they swatch okay. The palette I think is very beautiful. Just for me, the aesthetics of it and everything are lovely, but it is just a neutral palette, so it's nothing I can like, oh my god, it's the most amazing neutral palette of all time. It's a normal neutral palette, but the packaging is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous packaging, you know, and these are colors that I would use all the time, so I feel like I will get a good amount of use out of it. The lip lacquers, not for me. I mean, if you wear a lip liner under it, you could probably get away with it if you like a lip gloss moment, but if you don't wear a lip liner and you have like no actual lips like me, you're not gonna know where your lips really are because it doesn't really, like, my top lip doesn't have pigmentation on it typically, so I'm not gonna know where my lips are if I don't have a lip liner or a lip gloss on underneath it. I don't know. It's not for me, I guess. So overall, kind of mixed feelings on this collection. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The products work. It's just a matter of what personal taste is for you. So let me know down below if you picked up this like whole collection, palette, couple things. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. You ever just feel like you're talking and you're choking? I feel like I'm doing that a lot today. I just think I'm choking constantly. But anyways, have a great day, guys. Have an awesome day wherever you are. Stay safe out there. The world is insane, and I'll see you later. Bye.